Gaza. Second, we struck Iran's military infrastructure,
by the
specifically the surface-to-surface missile array.
I'm shocked by the
Israeli
hands
Air Force
raised by
fighter
the
jets,
US
guided by
ambassador in the
precise
Security Council,
intelligence,
voting against
completed
a
a series of
ceasefire,
strikes
vetoing
against
a
the Iranian
ceasefire.
regime's
I'm shocked
missile
by the
capabilities.
lack of action of
Dozens of
principled
launchers,
states who need
missile
to take
storage
again
facilities,
a principled,
and additional
concrete
military sites
stand
were
against
destroyed.
this aberration and start
Late last
thinking
year,
of sanctions.
Iran launched wave after wave of ballistic missiles at our cities. They
what we've
deliberately
seen is that the laws
civilians.
of war are
The destruction
used
of these missile
against
systems
weaker parties,
is a moral
but
imperative.
if your ally
These
is
are
the
weapons
United States,
with the capacity
and if
to reach
your
thousands
ally
of kilometers,
can veto
leaving
any
them
Security
in the
Council
hands of a radical
resolution,
regime,
and if
one that
your
openly dreams
allies
of
are the
wiping our nation
European
off the map,
states, then the
was not an option.
chances that the ICC
We will not
will
hesitate.
bring you to justice
We will not relent.
are very,
and
very
we will not allow
slim.
a genocidal
The
regime
International
to endanger
Court
our
of
people.
Justice is
Third,
a court that
we struck the core
renders
of the
guilty
nuclear program,
the
the
losers
underground
in a
enrichment
conflict.
facilities
It
at
is
Natanz.
a court of
This
the
facility was
victors
operating
and a
at a
court
military-grade
that has double
capacity.
standards for the
Intelligence
allies
confirmed
of the
that within
powerful
days,
and for
Iran
those
could have
that it
produced
thinks
enough
of as its
material
enemies.
for multiple bombs. We targeted the heart of that effort.
The view that South Africa's submission to the
Madam
International
President,
Court of Justice
this
is
operation
some sort of
was carried out
anti-Semitic
because the
screed
alternative
and blood
was
libel.
unthinkable.
This is nonsense that you couldn't make up.
How long
and the nonsense
did the world
that is
expect us to
being
wait?
enunciated constantly, not just by the
Let's talk and think
Israelis,
about
but
it.
that is then parroted
Until they assembled the
by
bomb,
the US government, the UK government,
until
the
they
German government, the
mounted
French
it on
government,
a
etc.
Shahab missile,
And this is being done to
until
defend
it was en
the
route to Tel
indefensible,
Aviv or
to
Jerusalem,
defend the slaughter
like the
of
more than
tens of
100
thousands
missiles
of innocent
that they
civilians,
sent an hour ago.
to defend
How long should we wait?
attacks on health facilities, on
And if
residential
anyone in this
homes,
chamber still
on
believes
places
Iran
of
would
worship,
never
on
use
places of work,
such a weapon,
we are seeing
I invite you to
a
remember
genocide
October
taking
7.
place in Gaza.
On that day,
Well, truth
we
of the
saw
matter is,
what Iran's proxy
if we're in
Hamas was
Israel,
capable
we'd have to invent one.
of.
The truth of the matter
And then
is
in
that
Gaza,
I
they did it
believe
with
with
Kalashnikovs,
went home and said we got in trouble
with grenades.
at the time, but it's true.
They butchered
You don't have to be a
families,
Jew to be a
they burned
Zionist.
children alive,
You don't
they
have to be a
mutilated
Jew to be a
women.
Zionist.
It's the international
Imagine
community
what the head of the
and
snake
its
would do
powerful member
with a nuclear
states,
warhead.
like particularly the US, but in general, Western countries, which is still pilot.
To that
And
end,
it's evident in the
we
veto
uncovered
power that some
intelligence
member
revealing a
states can
multi-front
exercise
plan
within
directed by
the UN.
Iran,
3 of those member
Hezbollah,
states are from
and
the
Hamas
West.
for
It
a
tells
future
us
assault on
something.
Israel.
No
This
African
one would be
countries
far more
has a veto
sophisticated
power
than October
in
7.
the United Nations
It
system.
envisioned
It's the
mass
entire
missile
system,
launches,
which is
first
not
from Iran,
fully representative of
then
where
from
the
Lebanon,
world is
Syria,
today.
Iraq,
But
and
I would
Yemen,
like to see this
followed by
changing.
We
coordinated
need to think
infiltrations of
better
our borders.
mechanisms, not
The
only
plan was not
inside the law, but how
aspirational.
the law is
It was
applied to
operational.
ensure that there
And it
is
was
no double
nearing
standards.
execution.
So it's both a changing of the laws.
This council
so
has
that
convened
they,
countless times in
address
recent months.
the current
You have passed
circumstances,
resolutions,
but also
called
the
for restraint,
institutions,
demanded
the judicial
ceasefire.
institutions that
You met in
apply
emergency
the law
sessions
so
when
that
Hamas
they don't
was under
apply it with
threat.
double standards.
But when
And we
Iran
will continue
marched toward nuclear
to
capability,
actively
you said
engage
nothing.
in the hard work
When they
of
crossed
direct
line after
diplomacy
line,
on the
you
ground
do none of your
until
own.
we reach a
So we
final
acted.
solution.
We acted to ensure our people alive. We acted so that Jewish children in Jerusalem will not wake up to the sound of air raid sirens triggered by a nuclear launch.
The destruction of over 70%
We
of Gaza,
acted
the
so
killing
that
of
Iranian
over
missiles
30,000
will not carry
Palestinians, including 13,000
radioactive payloads
Palestinian
into
babies and
civilian
children,
neighborhoods.
the injuring of
We acted because
around now
history has taught us
70,000
that
Palestinians,
silence
and the
is
destruction
complicity
of almost
and
all of the
hesitation
civilian
is fatal.
infrastructure in Gaza. International law
We
prohibits
acted because
this
80 years ago,
completely.
the Jewish people made a
We
promise
have to
to
remind the world that
ourselves
there are, at
never
least in
again.
theory, rules which Israel
that
must abide
promise
by and
applies
which it is
to a
violating.
nuclear holocaust as well. This was an act of national preservation. It was one we undertook alone, not because we wanted to, but because we were left no other option.
The
We now
IDF
turn
is
to this
doing
council,
anything they can in order
not
to
for
minimize
permission,